and and they talk very fast. And to me, it was difficult, very difficult. With the time, I learn every day a new word, and I learn the the style they spoke their language. But I think I need more knowledge, and with the time I can lose la pena que te da
Yeah,
hablar cuando no sabes.
yeah,
Now, sorry?
you can be confident.
Yeah, and now more people speak Spanish here. Many people come to living in around and in other states, around to other towns, and it is now not difficult to me. But some Americans persons now speak a little Spanish, but well, it's good because they have the intention we can communicate.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
it's some people no speak nothing Spanish. And well, teacher, this is the reason because I say, well, I need a job, I need to live here, and I need to speak a good English.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It was a very nice explanation, and I think that it was very good for everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else who wants to speak? Julio.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, Julio.
All right. Julio, talk to us about yourself. Who you are, what you do, where you are from.
Uh, I am Mexico City, near of Metro Constitución or delegation Iztapalapa.
Excellent. And what do you study, Julio?
Sorry?
What do you study?
Ah, only job. Only job.
That's it. Hey, that's
Yes,
great.
yes,
And
yes.
where do you work?
I am job in Mexicana MRU service.
Hey,
I am technician mechanic.
hey, that's great. That sounds so interesting. Thank you very much, Julio.
Thank you.
All right, Jay, talk to us about yourself, who you are, what you do.
Can you please repeat?
Oh, yes, of course. What's your name?
My name is Jocelyn Shaisal Cardona Diaz.
Excellent. And Jocelyn, tell us, where do you work or where do you study?
I work in the Adidas and study ingeniería in biotecnología.
Hey, that's great. Thank you very much. And where do you live?
I live a small apartment. Department.
Yes.
I'm from Mexico, Mexico City.
Great. Thank you very much. All right, Manuel, please talk to us about yourself.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can listen to you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
What
Manuel.
is the ask?
The question is, where do you live and what do you study?
I live in Mexico City, Toluca del Lerdo. I study management of tourist enterprises.
Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you. All right, Saul, please talk to us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Saul. I'm from Mexico City. I used to live there, but now I live in Tlalnepantla in the metropolitan zone. But everybody, I go to Polanco for my work. For my work, I am a teacher, and I study English because many of the information, the investigation, the books are in English. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Saul. Saul, are you working in bachilleres?
No, at UNAT.
Not. Oh, thank you very much. I have a question. Is anybody here who is working in bachilleres as a teacher?
Yes,
Who?
teacher.
Yes.
Yes,
What's your name?
my name is Veronica.
Ah, Miss Vero, you are from Bachilleres 7, all right?
Yes, I am working.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And is anybody else from Bachilleres? ¿Alguien más de Bachilleres? No? All
No.
right. No? Okay, thank you very much. So, Betty, please talk to us about yourself.
Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon. I I work in the college in my in my, for my house. I study maestría of UNAM.
Hey, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Miss Vero, please talk to us about yourself, who you are and what you do.
I am working in Colegio de Bachilleres Plantel 7.
All
And
right.
I am Veronica. I am 40 years old. I like some practice exercise.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. You know what? Today we are going to talk about hobbies. Here we are. So I have a question. First of all, what are your hobbies? Betty, what about you? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is learning the of fiscal. I am accounting. I got more learn fiscal and contabilidad.
Wow, that's so interesting. And that's what you do when you have free time.
Yes.
Wow, pretty good. All right. Betty, please.
My,
Yes.
yeah.
Betty, please choose a victim. Who's next?
Addicting and the ice cream. Addicting and eat the ice cream.
That's it. All right. You know what? Now it's time for
Victim.
victims. Who's next? Who's next, Betty? Who's your victim?
I not understand.
Who is the person that you want to listen now? To Paloma, to Saúl, to Vero, Julio, Chase, Manuel.
Vero.
All right,
Okay.
thank you very much. Okay.
I like Okay, I like to take some photography when I travel with my family. I like to read some books. I like to practice some exercise when I have free times.
Thank you very much, Miss Vero. All right, so Miss Vero, who's your victim?
Victim, the name is Raúl.
Saul.
Oh, Saúl. Saúl.
Thank you.
Okay, my hobbies are reading, soccer. My favorite team is Cruz Azul. I like read books about my subject like administration and finance, and some books about personal improvement, and some biographies um, like the CEO of Tesla. I don't remember the name, and Richard Branson, for example. And where else? And I like to stay in the weekends with my family. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Saul. All right, Saul, who's next?
The next are Julio.
All right, thank you. Julio, hello.
Hello.
All right, we listen to you.
I like to play soccer. I like for walk with family, the park. I like to play uh, with my sons. I have 3 sons.
Oh,
And
so beautiful.
yes, mm, I like uh, watch to movie with family.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. All right, so please, Julio, who's next? Who's your victim?
Uh, Verónica.
All right, thank you.
Verónica, okay. I like to practice some exercise when I have some stress, when I have many work in my working. I like to play with my son sometimes. I like to cook. You listen to me?
Yes, we listen to you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Vero, who's next?
Okay. The next the year I don't remember the names. The
We are
years
missing Paloma, Che.
Paloma.
All right, thank you.
Paloma.
Oh, thank you. I love the music. I enjoy too much listen my music. I like different music styles, but I enjoy too much the 80s music. It's my favorite music. And I love read, but I I have a specific attraction for our history, and this is about the Aztec bias and our independence. Well, everything about history. And I love it the ice cream too. I love it the chocolate, and I enjoy travel. It's something to I like too much travel, and and I enjoy to the show my uh, TV programs in YouTube, the old TV programs. I enjoy now. It's something that I can watch again, and it's great to me. And well, this is my hobby.
All right. Thank you very much. Paloma, please, who's next?
Well, I think only it's one person in the line. It's Che.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Um, Hello. I like to skate on the ice. Um, in the afternoon, I like to go to the park with my pet. Um, in the week, to the gym, read. Um, I don't know.
Yes, we listen to you.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Jay. Well, thank you very much. It's so interesting. You know what? I have another question. The question is this. We all have different hobbies, different spare time activities, but we know that we like to do them. We know that we like to practice some sports, maybe some activities. But do you consider that doing these activities is going to help you to develop any skill? Some ability, for example, maybe some people like to practice to play any instrument, and you know that it is a very good exercise for brain. We can develop our mind, we can develop also the fine movements of our hands, and so it brings lots of benefits to practice music. But what about any other activities, for example, painting? Do you consider that practicing some activities helps you to develop your skills?
Yes.
Yes, that's very different.
Why?
The practice, for example, when the people practice some yoga, is a practice something about the exercise and ability. Ability when you play piano, the people is have ability to play piano, for example.
I think it's very important when you have any activity, because, for example, the persons who make exercise, the exercise is very important for your health. And whatever kind of exercise, for example, football or tennis or the gym, when you have a regular activity in your schedule, you feel good. You feel different. Your style of life change, and your mind change. For example, your I talk about me. My weight it's now is different, no? If I compare with uh, after I don't practice nothing, no? Before I don't have any activity about the exercise. Now I go to the gym maybe 2 or 3 days every week, but I feel different, and it's important to have a activity, whatever do you want, or whatever the sport do you want.
That's it. Well, thank you very much. Yes, you're right. And anybody else opinion? Gentlemen, what do you think? Julio, Saúl, Manuel, anybody's opinion?
Okay, I want give my opinion about make different activities. It's important because you could connect the different neurons of your brain. For example, when you speak another language, you use other sounds of your brain that you don't often use. Uh, so it is good because you could um, make many connection and improve your capacity. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, you're right. And Saúl, what do you think about it?
The pictures.
Well, maybe about the pictures or maybe about any other activity that you consider important.
Okay. Well, when we are in the school, the teachers uh, focus on the logical and mathematics aspect of the brain, and we left the creativity, the instinct, the other hemisphere or our brain. Uh, so we are in disequilibrium. I don't know how to say. So we need to give a balance even on our brain, like in our body.
Yes, that's it. I totally agree with you. You know, in fact, even whenever you are speaking a language, whenever you are learning to speak another language, you are developing also some abilities, some skills in your brain. And your brain is having something like a gym. So, yes, it is important to do some other activities. You mentioned some things about the balance on the physical and mental situation and about the way we are developing and even you know what, I don't know, now the question is, do you consider that having a hobby or practicing any activity helps in an emotional way? Manuel, what do you think about it?
Well, I think that make anything anything activity it's very important because you permit learn about other peoples and you know your customers and you your life, and it's very important because you can learn about the people.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, and so do you consider that those activities helps you to relax, not to be stressed?
I think it's important to exercise in the afternoon or in the morning to relieve stress.
That's it, pretty good. And well, I have another question. Some people used to say that it is not necessary to do exercise but I don't know. I'm not pretty sure about that. What do you think about exercise?
In my opinion, it's very important. It's very important because you help your body. You help. Uh, uh, it, it's a how to say this word? I forget the word. But if you make exercise, you your metabolism it's work better. You lose weight. Your mind is relaxed, and you have mobility. You can move so fast, and it's difficult. You in the middle of the day, you feel tired, no? And when you look, for example, this in my person, when I look and I lost half pound, I am very happy because it's very difficult to me. And I think it's a very important. For example, other persons don't like the sports. It's okay, but have the hobby. For example, the take the pictures, or other persons enjoyed the gardens, the flowers, and many things. Other persons likes to cook. It's good too.
All right. Yes, Paloma, thank you very much. Okay, so here we have Jacobo Beltran. Jacobo, how are you? Talk to us about yourself.
Hello. Do you listen? Do you hear me?
Yes, we listen to you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. It's my class is 9 o'clock, but I try to enter in this option because it's a test for me.
Oh, it's okay. But your name is not Jacobo, is it?
No, it's Carla, but Jacobo Beltran is my last name.
That's it. Well, thank you very much, Carla. All right. So if you want to stay in class, it's okay. So don't worry about it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thanks to you. Okay. Yes, we were talking about how we can relax and how we can help, or not only our brain, but also our emotions to be okay by a hobby. For example, some people used to do watching movies. Some people like to have an enormous collection of movies to be watching and to be talking about them. Some other people like to collect stamps and to gather together a very big collection of many different stamps from all over the world. There are also some people who like very much to do exercise, and even they practice with a team or with a group, and they go to competences, to some contests. Some other people like to play any instrument, and even they are part of a group, or they sing or play as a solo. No, so that's so nice also for helping people to integrate to a social group. So in terms of social life, do you consider that having a hobby is important?
Yes, I think it's important because all people have all people needs I don't know how do you say
integrate
and need relationships.
Hey,
I think it's very important some people to have many hobbies because sometimes people to relax for everything about the war. I don't know with the exactly about this very interesting for the people, maybe many people to watch TV and go to the movies because it's relax for forget something to the war, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, that's it. Pretty good, thank you. And so, yes, so Manuel, what do you think about that?
I think that it's very important have a hobby. If permit do or distract your mind and learn of many things.
That's it. Okay, thank you very much, Manuel. And so what about Chase? Chase, what do you think about it?
I think it's very important to do some activity that we like even it is not exercise to make you and feel happy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You said something so interesting. Whenever we do our activities, we feel happy. And
Yeah.
do you consider that that feeling of happiness could be important in our life or in our health?
In your life?
Yeah, in our life, is it important, that feeling of happiness?
Yeah. It it I think it's very important.
Okay. Anybody who can say why? Why is happiness important in our lives?
I think it's very important. Some people to have to hobbies because it's more emotional for the life, maybe.
Okay, pretty good. You know what? I have heard that whenever we do voluntarily any activity, of course, it is because we enjoy doing that. And whenever we enjoy what we do, we have that feeling of satisfaction that leads our brain
Yes,
to
yes,
produce dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and some
yes.
substances that help the body to be healthy, to work well, to avoid sicknesses and illness. So, in fact, that feeling of happiness makes our body to be healthy. It prevent us from some problems in our health. So let's suppose that a child, you say to your boy, you know what? You have to play the piano. And the boy says, oh no, come on, mommy. No, I don't like to play the piano. Hey, shh, silence. You have to play the piano. That's good for you. Oh, mommy, come on. I hate music. I hate the piano. And so the boy is not happy with what he is or she is doing. But we
Doing.
think that it's necessary and that is good for the boy or the girl, and they are obligated to do something that they didn't like. Do you consider that it is really, really good for the boy or the girl?
I think it's very important to relax to the mind for the people.
Huh?
For something to doing different thing in the life.
That's it. Yes, it is important But, well, my question was, if you were obligated to do something that you don't like,
No,
do you consider that?
no.
No, I
Yes.
okay.
Well, you can use other kind of the resource for convincing the kids, because I think it's very important the kids learn to play something, piano, guitar, whatever instrument, because when the kids touch instrument, music instrument, they don't touch any gun or any drugs. Well, it's a big possible they never touch that, because the music is the music can I think is my opinion, it's have a magic. The music transforms the persons, the mind, and I think it's important. If maybe the resource no, it is not the the correct or appropriate, maybe you can use other tactics, and but in my opinion, it's important.
All right. Thank you very much, Paloma. So, Carla, you were going to say anything.
Yes, I think it's not good for the children obligate to obligate them, because I think it's a way, it's a form when they will be adults, uh, they grow frustrated, and maybe will have a bad work, a bad job, sorry, and no, I think it's very important. Don't obligate.
That's it. So, anybody else's opinion? So, Manuel, Julio, Saul, gentlemen, please tell us your opinion.
Right. Hi. My opinion is that no, it's good obligate a person to do anything activity that he or she don't want, because the activity don't do with passion, or it's very simple and don't like these things or the people. It's better that only people decide what activity wanna do.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? I totally agree with you. I am going to talk to you about a personal experience I lived. Well, when I was a little child, my father used to be a musician. He played many different instruments. That was his job. And so he obligated me to learn how to play the guitar. I was 4 years old. And so the guitar was extremely big and heavy for me. So I wasn't able to use my little bitty fingers to play all of the strings. So it was tremendously difficult. So my father stopped asking me to play the guitar, but when I was 10 years old, he insisted. He said, okay, now you are big enough, now you are old enough to play the guitar, and as I am the eldest girl in the family, I thought that I was really obligated, because my brothers and my sister should also be playing, as my father was a musician. And I hated that. So for me, it was terrible. But you know what? Thanks God, there was a group in the elementary school I studied. It was an estudiantina. So
Mhm.
my father and my mom obligated me to go to the Estudiantina. And so I was so unhappy. But guess what? God helped me. Because into the Estudiantina, there was a beautiful blonde, blue-eyed boy who I really loved. So when I saw him, I was so happy to be in the studio. So so I started learning how to play the guitar because I wanted to impress. And so I was so good at playing the guitar because I wanted to impress the blue eyes boy that very soon I forgot the blue eyes boy because I really enjoyed playing the guitar. But there was another reason. If the only one reason would have been to play the guitar, oh my, it would have been horrible. But yes, there was another motivation. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Maybe sometimes we need motivation for things. So for you, what is your biggest motivation?
Okay, in this moment, for example, my big motivation for learn English is I want to travel, and I want to speak very well with the people in Canada. I want to travel to Canada.
Wow.
And this is my big motivation.
That's it. You know what? It is a very beautiful motivation, and I guess that it is going to be enough for you to go to Canada. So you are going to learn very fast. Thank you, Jay. And so, Carla, what's your motivation?
I am Carla, and I want to travel to Canada.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that I was talking to Jay. All right, Jay, what's your motivation?
My motivation speak and listen English, but
Well,
se me fue. To change the job.
All right, pretty good. Hey, that's a very good motivation. That's it, thank you. Paloma, what's your motivation?
Well, my motivation, the first reason is because it's speak and understand English more, and I can speak well. I can speak with the persons very fluent, and the reason because this is for have in the future a better job. And one day come back home and continue study, maybe English, maybe other language, I don't know, and continue study other grade in my I don't know how you say in English, carrera.
Major. Any other major?
Another major, maybe other, or in the major I study. This is my motivation.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Paloma. So, Vero, what's your motivation?
My motivation to learn English very well because I need for my job, and maybe in the future I will travel Canada.
Wow, hey, why everybody wants to go to Canada?
Because Canada is a very beautiful.
Yeah.
Canada is a very beautiful city, country.
You know why? You know what? Maybe one day I'm going to go also to Canada. You are making me feel feel like going to Canada. Yeah,
But
that's it.
have extremous weather.
Oh, yeah. So, do you know what's the weather like in Canada?
It's too much cold.
Too much cold. Mm.
Only the summertime is maybe 2 or 3 months with good weather, but the rest of the year is cold.
Oh
Yes.
my.
Or and many, for example, in winter and spring is chilly. They say chilly or cooler. I have confused with this.
No, it's okay. Chile is whenever it is extremely cold and also sometimes snowy.
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
chilly.
Because here in this area where I live, we have 7 months with chilly or cold weather. Only we have three. If we have a good lucky, we have a four, but it's a fortune 4 months with a nice weather. For example, now only is the summertime, and then it's cold.
The summer is finished now.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you very much. And
You're
so,
welcome.
Julio, what's your motivation?
My motivation is big for we have to communication with a company Calita that is from Michigan and more clients that come to the company.
Wow, that's it.
Also there as is an opportunity to go abroad to work.
Hey, that's it. Yes, you're right. And you know what? Yes, the tool that the language means, it's a great opportunity for working anywhere. And also another motivation could be a better salary, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good at salary.
Yeah, that's very good motivation. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so Saul, talk to us about your motivation.
My motivation is could speak fluently with natives, and in the future, maybe study a master degree in another country.
Wow, hey, that's wonderful. Yes, that's a very good motivation. All right, so who's next? Manuel, have you already talked to us? Julio, who's missing?
Hi.
All right.
My motivation for learn English is can speak with other people and know your customers and your form of thing and your life
That's
and
excellent.
know other place.
Yeah, that's it. So, what place would you like to visit or to know?
Me,
Yeah.
I like visit Cuba, Canada, um, Brazil, and many places.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? Something magical about learning how to speak English. Well, that English is an international tool. So if you go to Africa, you can speak in English and you are saved. Need to learn all of the languages in the world for having communication. This is opening you more doors than many other ones. So yes, very good. All right. Well, you know what? I really enjoyed this session because I think that it was really interesting. I could have the opportunity of learning about you and your motivation your necessities, and even a little about you, what you do. So that's nice. I really enjoyed it. So tell me, do you have any recommendation or any you would like to comment about the class?
I think it's a good class for me.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, anybody else?
I
Any
think that
suggestions?
it's okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Anybody else? Anybody who would like to say, hey, Maggie, you speak a lot silent, or I don't know.
No, no, only Maggie. I appreciate your time and your passion because it's a good exercise for me, and I enjoy listen, learning, and talk with everybody.
All right. Well, thank you. I really thank you very much. Okay. Well, if you don't want to say anything else, I would like to tell you thank you and good night. See you next week.
See you next Monday.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.